Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you very much for joining me on the channel once again today. Of course, I'm back bringing you some brand new music, and it comes from a returning band to the channel. So of course, as always, I'm always stoked to get on something new. Before we do go into that, I'd like to mention the company we are partnered up with, which is Music Missile. Any of you guys are in a band or an artist wanting to push your careers further, if you're wanting to get in front of festivals, promoters, media contacts, social media influencers, then these guys have got you covered. Please head to the link in the description down below. Now, I had a message sent to me from Nia Youth, who I believe are from Poland. Featured them quite a few times before. I always generally enjoy the music these guys put out. Now, this particular one, which they are doing, does feature Rory Rodriguez from Dayseeker and Hurtwave. So it says in the title. I think I've heard Dayseeker. I may have even featured them. It's hard to remember, man, because I feature so much on the channel. But if you do dig Nia Youth, please be sure to follow them on all their socials. I'll make sure it's all dropped down below. See my buddy Orion's featured them recently. Glad to see him getting on some new shit, man. That's always good. I'll have to check his reaction out after I've done this one. But let's jump straight into it. This is Nia Youth with Yours to Betray. Here we go.
It may be hard to pick up the pieces.
Wasn't expecting it to be this chill.
What is life when you don't know what is missing? When you become a ghost. I try to ask for help, and now I contemplate the reasons behind my mistake. Wish it was someone.
That really shows how versatile the band is, because I was expecting to be like full on heavy. I feel like I'm kind of blended in between like a lyric video and a music video. Oh! That changed up pretty quick. Oh man, that was over way too quickly for my personal liking. So that was Nia Youth with Yours to Betray. Very different for this band. I'm used to, from like the last video I featured by them, it generally comes in quite heavy to begin with. But I like how they've developed this sort of like new, what I call the softer sort of Dreambound sound, if that makes sense. If you've watched the Dreambound channel, you'll know about what I mean. by that. But they've also then fused in the breakdowns that they do and bring that in really nicely within the song. But they've done it in a way where it starts out where you don't think you're going to get that at all. So then when it comes in, it's a nice welcome surprise. I thought the female vocals on this, as always, were absolutely brilliant. At first, when she come in, she does sound like a little bit like Shantae from Saviour, who are an Australian band. For those of you that you should know them, you'll know Saviour. Saviour are awesome. But then it does change up quite a bit. I'm not fully sold on this song, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it's purely because of what I'm used to the band sounding like, and I went into it not expecting it to have that sort of laid back vibe to it. But if I had to rate this out of 10, I would give this a 7 out of 10, and it'd get a 7 out of 10 from me purely because I feel like from some of the lyrics in it, I don't think they were necessarily as catchy as what I was hoping. But I still think it's a good release from the band. It's definitely my kind of vibe, but I think it's one of those I'd have to sort of listen through a few more times to sort of fully appreciate it for exactly what it is. But that's always what you get from me. You always get an absolutely true reaction from me, just because I've featured a band before, or just because a band's reached out to me. I'll never give them a good review just for views or anything like that. I'll always give my honest opinion. But I will chuck this into the FYM Discovery Spotify playlist. I always chuck all the good stuff in there, and I think there's going to be a lot of people that will appreciate this one. I do appreciate it. I'm just not fully... I've not been fully it's not fully sold to me just yet with this one. I will say, from the previous releases I've done from this band, my favourite to date still would be Fatal, which is their previous release, which is probably more to my sort of taste. But do let me know what you thought of this one. If you do dig near you, please be sure to follow them on their socials below. I'll make sure it's all down there for you. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one, and I'll catch you all soon.